OMG, hey Earth Dimension! Welcome to the first ever video of 2021 on Otororin! I think it's like a common opinion that nobody liked the way this year went, but I'm kind of happy of the person that I have become at the end of it, because I think last year my resolution was was to be a sweeter, happier person who can be more grateful of the things that I'm given. And I'm not there yet, but I'm definitely a lot less, how do you say, piss pants as I was in 2019. So like, I'd say it's an improvement. I would say it's an improvement. To the people who survived last year, I'm really happy you're here and alive and well, and I hope that you are taking care of yourselves or I will beat you up myself! To celebrate the new year, today I have prepared for you a drawing from Halloween last year. So it's a little bit of a tradition on Space Metacorn that I draw my OCs in Halloween costumes every year ever since 2018, I believe. I love picking out like what fandoms or what characters my characters would enjoy, and I also love figuring out where these people would take a creative liberty in their costumes. That's the fun part! You get to like make a little story in your head as you draw it, you know what I mean? This year Mike's dressed as Muffet from Undertale, and she is dressed as Upsy Daisy from In the Night Garden, the CBB show, and Karen is dressed as Sophie from Howl's Moving Castle. I have like a list of like characters I want my OCs to dress up as in my memos, and like one of Luca's ones was Minecraft Steve, and it was just like a blue t-shirt and jeans. But this year he has actually dressed up as a sexy ambulance. I think out of all of the years, this is the one costume he put the most effort into. But unfortunately, I could not fit the sort of cardboard structure in the actual drawing, so I drew a separate picture of his costume right here. I loved doing the background for this picture because, like, as an Indonesian, I have never celebrated Halloween before, right? So, like, what I did here was basically, like, piece together things that I find kind of warm and nostalgic about what I am familiar with, and basically try to create this image that kind of feels like a memory. Ya, gue tuh artis, yo. I guess I could update you a little bit on my life here. I think, strangely enough, 2020 has been like the happiest year that I've been. Because, hold on, how do I preface this? I didn't have a lot of friends growing up, and I don't mean that in the way that I had like only 2 friends or 3 friends. I mean, like, I literally, the people who made me feel like I was walking on eggshells were the same people who were basically my best friends in school at the time. So like, as a little kid, I didn't really know what to make of that, and I always found myself like going back and forth between like whether somebody's my friend or not. There would be this thing that happens where like one day, like 5 people in unison is mean to you, and then the next day they decide, hey, you know what? What if I buy you candy? What if I hugged you? What if I was nice to you today? It's like this weird, like, childish, emotional whiplash. I've been on the receiving end, which was awful, and I've been on the kind of sending end, which, what I have to say about being on the sending end is that, like, I never genuinely hated them, nor have I ever genuinely liked them. I just did it because, like, that was the fun thing to do that day. That was the thing everybody else was doing, so I would follow suit. I'm not justifying my actions, I'm just like kind of explaining where I was at in the mind. And it was not very good. For as long as I can remember, that was what school was like for me. Like, ever since I was 6 until I was 12, I was growing up with the same damn people with the same damn friendship dynamic. What that resulted in is that I literally don't know what friendship meant for a lot of my life. It wasn't until very recently have I been able to like confidently call somebody my best friend. I've never had somebody who is not obligated by law to like take care of me, like care about me so without condition, without return. They just felt like it, so they did. And it's a little, I know it's a little bit of a sad sentence to say out loud, but it's a little nice to admit that you're doing so much better than you were before. Cause like, now that I have actually positive influences in my life and I have been outside of that environment for like a while now, I don't have the space to be like, oh, like, do I go back inside this like circle where I feel kind of like bad, or do I just get out of here but look stupid and like I read books like some kind of loser? So like, since I don't have to do that anymore, I took a lot of time rewiring my heady-do, and now suddenly I just don't feel like garbage anymore. Like, I'm now able to recognize my achievements without pushing other people down. I am able to recognize my positive traits. I am able to not focus too much on my flaws. I am now a lot better at expressing emotion and affection. Yummy tummy. I am now able to... that's all I'm able to do right now. But yeah, I'm like... But until then, this is the happiest I've ever been with myself. So far. And I'm just happy with where I am right now, and that's my life update. Thank you. I hope you root for me. Yeah. I shouldn't have knocked on wood saying that. That does the opposite effect. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. It's a little bit different tonally, but I hope you enjoyed it anyway. I hope you found it interesting. I don't know, I just felt like sharing this because I'm happy with how far I've come or whatever. Hey! Rambling and Drawing has been going on for like a full year now. I think the first episode was uploaded New Year's last year. And like, as it went on, like, I think my video quality has gotten so much better, and like the numbers have been steadily growing. So thank you so much for the support, because making videos is really fun and I hope I get to keep entertaining you. I hope everybody has a good day, and remember, spider!